I want to talk about that $800,000 to $900,000 range in Barrie. What we're seeing that range, about 65% of the inventory is selling, so it's telling me that 35% isn't selling. We're going to dig deep in to see why it isn't selling. We'll pull up some listings. We'll kind of look at days on market. We'll look at the history of the listing, how it's been performing, how many days on market, how we've taken any price changes. And I kind of want to see if there's any bidding wars in there. I follow that range quite actively, but now I'm kind of digging deep in it to see really what's going on in it. And I kind of want to share that with you. So let's take a look. These are the solds for March. So we only see a 3% increase in sales in the Barrie real estate market for March, which is decent. I'm still not seeing prices, greatly exploding over last year. I'm not. If anything, I'm seeing them flat 1 or 2%, which is normal to see. So if you got any questions on the markets, give me a call, leave a comment on my channel. I'll get back to you quickly. What I've been really enjoying a lot is a lot of people have been asking me questions and saying, hey, Mark, can you do a video on this subject? I love doing them. I always get back to people saying, hey, by the way, I just posted it. Here's the thumbnail information. I think you'll enjoy it. Got questions, call me. So enough of that. Let's kind of look at the market. So 37 properties sold last month for March. I'm just going to pick one. We'll look at the Dunsmore. Now, this area over the north end, a lot of rentals over there. It's not my favorite area. A lot of students over there, a lot of student housing over there. A lot of townhomes turn into 4 or 5 bedrooms, same with houses. So you're going to have noise influences, disturbances, people coming, going at all hours of the night. If you look for a family area, I'm going to say stay away from it. So it was listed for 809, sold for 790, 14 days in the market. But as always, I like to do something. I always want to pull up the history and see. So here we go. It's telling me a story, as I'm not really surprised it's telling me. So got originally listed at 869, 19 days of market. I'm going to grab my calculator because my math sucks. So in the higher ranges, we're typically seeing longer days of market. We're seeing the pricing is off. It's not set at the pricing what the market is willing to pay now. I'm finding a lot of sellers are continually, let's try this price because their neighbors are listed that price. You don't look at that garbage. I'm telling you right now, you got to go and look in the sold properties and see exactly what's happening. Here's a great example. So 19 days. We're going to go do this chain before I keep going. 6 days, 849. So we took it down 20K. 25 days in the market. Sat there for a while, then went down to 824.9, 62 days in the market. 87 days now. 819. Add another 31 days. And then it finally listed at 809, add 14 days to that. It's 132 days in the market. People have to get the pricing done right. I'm telling you, I'm seeing this in higher ranges from $1 million and above. This is why I kind of want to see if it's sitting in that 8 to 9 range and see if the pricing is way off. I'm not going to really go through a lot of stuff. Again, out of town agents. Out of town agents, no, forget what I'm going to say. Here's what I recommend doing. If you're going to interview people, make sure you get one agent from a local community. Okay. And don't always go with, oh, great. You know what? Hey, I can get you 9. No problem. If they can't back up that 9, like I'm showing you right now, they're not the agent for you. I had a prospect, no, not even prospect, a YouTube channel follower update me on some information. Went with an out of town agent. I can get you 1.2. No problem. Really? I don't see the value. Oh no, here it is. And kind of just puts on the kitchen table, here's 3 comps. No pictures, different properties in the same area, but a lot more upgraded and bigger. Long story short, that 1.2 turned into 965, folks. So until the pricing got right. So what I'm seeing is some out of town agents are looking at their markets down in Newmarket, North York, Richmond Hill, etc., and going, oh man, if this was down there, it'd be 1.4, easily 1.2 now up here. Don't fall for that. Okay, look at it. Get 3 or 4 people to give you a true evaluation, and going through actives and solds. But I'm not too big on the actives. I'm more big on the solds. But I kind of use the active range to compare. Well, this one's listed at this price. Let's see how it compares. Let's analyze the days on market, like I'm just doing with you right now. I'm not going to go into too many pictures. I'm more curious with what's going on in that range. So we know it took 132 days to sell. Let's just pick another one. Let's just see. Let's go. We got one North End. Let's go over to Holly area. Holly Meadow, Southwest Barrie, Marcellus to Sundew. Great area. Schools in the area. Close to Walmart, close to grocery shopping. Highway 400, rec centers. Good area. 829, sold for 827. So basically 100% list price. 9 days in the market, 3 up, 2 down. Bungalow, double car garage. Let's pull up some history on it. Price right. So here's a property that was priced for the market and sold in 9 days. Living proof. If you price it for what it is, and you can tell there's enough data on the board to give you an idea of what market value is for your home without going anywhere else. But I'm glad this one got it right. Let's take a look at it. Got some carpet, but staged well. Great presentation, clean. And viewers, take a look at, if you're thinking of listing, take a look at the details here. It's pretty simple. Got the table, got some nice knickknacks, got some throws, got some staging involved. But look how white these baseboards are. So I suggest going room by room and saying, what does this room need? Is it got paint chips? Or is the baseboards need to be freshened up? Frames need to be freshened up. Window frames as well and sills. If it does, do it, because you're going to get judged. But we're 3 pictures in, and I'm already going, wow, presentation is decent. Flooring's clean. Eat-in kitchen. I think the property was well presented. That's what you need to do. And it sold quickly. And these listings I'm just picking randomly. I didn't study them beforehand, so I'm seeing them the first way you are. But every picture I'm looking at, everything is bright white. It's clean, neutral color tones. Just analyze it room by room. Yeah, I thought this house is priced properly. And again, I'm not surprised at how fast it sold. Looks like they got some kind of kitchen in the basement. I'm going to go back and see if the comments are if it is a duplex. But to me right now, these duplex properties, there's not a lot of interest in them right now. Landlord-tenant board has killed that industry, as far as I'm concerned. They're more of a detriment than they are to as an asset to have. I just want to see if it's legalized. I don't think it is. No. Great listing. 9 days in the market. Almost, let's call it full price. And a decent area. Let's try to pick one over in here's Spruill. Decent area, 30 days on market from what we see right now. 96% list price to sell price, 829, got 8, 2 bedrooms up, 1 down. Let's pull out some history on it. So never been listed before. Bought it back in 18 for $530. Let's have a look. But 30 days in the market, it's average. It's not a bad, we're seeing 23 to 30, depending. This is a higher range. So it's not a range where it's 6 and 7 and where a lot of the market is right now. And I'm looking too if there's any holding off on offers. And I'm not surprised that they're not in this range too much. Unless it's in a real good area to draw in traffic, but it's not common. We'll just take a quick look at them. But again, look at the presentation. I want our viewers to really see that. Clean home, nice floor plan, nice big. presented well. I'm going into homes today that people are asking sometimes a little too much, and the property isn't ready for sale. And it doesn't take much. Okay, just make sure it's spick and span clean. If you can change out this 1990 ceiling fan up here to put a flush mount at Costco for $35, do it. Okay, I'm not saying go fix the carpet and put off hardwood floors and granite countertops. Just make it really clean and presentable. There's some datedness in this house, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think it's presented well. Fully finished basement. Yeah, $800K. Not bad. 30 days in the market. It's average. Nothing wrong with that price. Let's see what else we can see. So again, it's telling us that 35% of those listings right now are not selling, and we're going to flip over to some actives and see if we can pick out some. Let's go over to Country Lane, Southwest Barrie. Again, I'm picking all the bungalows. 2 up, 2 down, 12 days in the market, 96% list price to sale price, $849, sold for $818, $500. One thing, I hope this glare isn't really bad with the sun. I'm sitting out on my deck right now, and I kind of wanted to do a video out here because it's just so nice outside. Let's just pull some history. Okay, so we got some. Listed for $889. Kind of high for this market. 39 days in the market. Then went down to $849. Cancel the listing, so now we got 51 days on the market. If you're not getting action in the first 2 weeks on a price point in the eights, there's going to be some issues. It's telling you something. Listen to the feedback. Make sure the agent is calling the agents and asking them. And I'm going to be honest, we just can't always go on that. But if it's not selling, start revisiting why it's not selling. Do I need to do some more improvements? Is the pricing wrong? And 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you right now, it's the pricing that is wrong. Go back and get updated weekly updates from your agent to see what's selling in that neighborhood. So let's take a look at this. Floors are in good shape. I like the other one better, just a bit more open. Decent backyard. Kitchen's decent. Bedrooms are good sizes. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the pictures and presentation. I'm just kind of showing the pictures of what kind of 800K gets you. So what I'm seeing right now is we're seeing so far, if the price right, they're selling relatively good within 30 days. Some are quicker. If it's not, it's taking some time. Look at those, I call them decoy listings. Look at those ones that are listed for 150 days. They've done all the research for you on the price point side. Get your price points right from those folks. Let's just see. Just go a little bit more in here. Hearst, love the area. Don't love the street because it's a busier street, but I love the area. Got a great school of Algonquin Ridge. You got lots of walking trails. You got some parks over there, and the neighborhood density isn't massive like it is in some other areas like Holly. So let's go through this listing. 25 days on market so far, 99% list price to sale price. So pretty good within the range. If it's selling in that range in the 30 days, I think it's doing well. 4 bedrooms, 2,000 square feet to 2,500 square feet. Okay, let's see the history. Tried selling it last year for $769. They relisted it. So there you go. 25 days in the market, which is normal in this price range. So not bad. It's just a real busy street. It leads into some other areas, but other streets in that subdivision, but it's just busy. Same with young kids. Stay off Hearst. There's definitely some nice neighborhoods. You'll see the valuations on Hearst being a little lower to some of the other ones, say on Golden Meadow, Crimson Ridge, Royal Park, Taylor, because they're not busy streets. They'll fetch more in those streets. So, again, pretty, house is probably 25 years old. And that's the neighborhood is pretty dated, but you know what? It's presented pretty clean. I'm not saying everybody should go out and put granite countertops and rip out all this old dated ceramics, just freshen things up. And that you clearly can see they've gotten rid of stuff on the counters, just very, very less is more is better in a sense. When you do this staging, like nice pillows, you can go to Costco, get some stuff, get an area rug. I got one like that just from Amazon last week, but decent. So good price point on there in decent price. Let's see what else. We'll do one more, and then I want to show you. Let's see what's active. So we'll see if that tells us some stories. Commonwealth. Let's take a look. 7 days in the market. 899 sold for 899. 3+1. Great area. In this area, more density in this neighborhood. Lots of other types of properties, townhomes in there. No condos, I believe that. No condos in the area, but lots of side streets. Commonwealth, it's a decent street. Streets mainly with detached, but let's just pull some history on it. Okay, so bought it for $850 in 2021, and its sold date was in April 1st, $850. Sold for $899. Basically, you know what? They tell me pay real estate fees and your land transfer. You didn't make anything. But if that was a 2022 sale, it would be probably $950, maybe $1 million. They would have lost. This isn't that big of a house. It looks it from the garage. But you know what? I'm seeing a lot of people that have bought in that 2022 range, and you should take a look at the video that I just posted yesterday on that. Some people lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we know why. And again, I'm going to say it again, that market will come back. We just need to see some rate relief. So let's take a quick look at this one. So you can kind of see all detached homes in this area. Got some good schools in that area as well. High school, this new high school that was introduced last year, 2 years ago. So great school zone area. This isn't that big of a home. I like it. I think the kitchen's great. Presentation is there, and it's sold relatively quick. So you're getting some good ideas on these listings that I'm randomly picking if someone's thinking of selling, because they're all kind of so far have been decent presentation along the way. And people are using their own stuff. Let's go buy some throws, buy some knickknacks at the dollar store, get some cheap mirrors on Amazon if you need to, freshen it up, Costco fixtures, light fixtures, etc. Okay, let's go over to see this active price point right now and see what we see. Okay, 76 listings so far. I'm not going to pull up. I'm going to pull up some, of course, but I kind of want to go. Okay, let's just look at Alaskan Heights. This is a newer area over off of ESSA Road in Salem area a couple years ago. Not a bad area. I used to live in the area, but here's what I found about that. I found a lot of rentals over there, and I found the yards are very, very tight. They're all houses, limited backyards. And I find people just didn't look after their yards. And I hate that in an area. I despise it. This is all new. This whole area is all new in here, last 3 or 4 years. We're going to go pull a history, but I'm just going to, small house. We'll just flip through it pretty quickly. Small rooms. And I can tell you right now, even looking at these pictures, I don't think they were done by a professional. I don't know, but I think they could have been improved. So there's another point. Just make sure if you see your agent coming in, taking them with their iPhone, send them away and say, no, you need to bring in a professional photographer, because I'm seeing so many agents just taking them on their phone. I can tell when they post them. And I have a hard time navigating around the rooms to get an idea. So with me being an agent and watch listings every day, what's the general public going to say? Because I don't get this. I don't understand this. They're going to click it off and go on the next listing. Let's pull up the history on this. So 845, 12 days in the market. Here's a great example. Glad I just picked this one. But keep in mind, this is 1,500 to 2,000. That's the range. This isn't 2,000 square feet at all. There's no basement in there. It's maybe 17, maybe even 15 to 1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms. This is bought in May 13th, 2022. 979 got 979. We saw in 2022 that the market was coming down right after March break. Tons of inventory came on the market at that time, and we didn't see it disappearing. So we go, what is going on? It just stopped. All the wind was taken out of the sails. By May, I think the Feds did the first rate hike in April. Then it kind of kept aggressively hiking, et cetera, as we all know. This is a pretty expensive price right here, what they bought it for. I'm going to tell you right now, let's do the math, and this is no 845. I can tell you that right now. I personally think they might get 8. It's a small house, lots 33 by 91. There's no backyard. We'll look at it. So 979, let's just say they get 8. My math isn't great. Lost 179,000. Plus I got to pay real estate fees. So real estate fees, we'll just go to 5%. 40K in real estate fees. Plus they had to do land transfer taxes. See how much they're going to lose on this house? They're going to lose a ton. And what I'm thinking right now is that it went power sale, Seguin Mortgage Insurance Company, Canada. Someone probably just walked away. I'm only assuming. I don't know. The basement area will require some completion. ESSA inspection. It doesn't really say, but they're going to lose some money on this. And we know why. High prices, market was, in a frenzy, and money was cheap. Great example. I'm glad I found this one. Let's take a look at one more. You like this information? Hit the like button, smash the follow button, because I love to I love to do these videos, and I like to answer questions. So please, by all means, give me a follow for more information. Love Tyndale, love the area, Dock Road, mature area, quiet, love it to death. 849. Let's just see the history. Okay, it's telling a story. Back in 2023 in September, 799. I bet they tried getting a bidding war. Offer presentation December 20th. Bidding wars. This is the first bidding war attempt that we've kind of gone through this afternoon with this. It doesn't work in these higher ranges. It only works 6 to 7 range. It really does. I see the odd one working, or I see them. It was $1.2 million, and then they take it for $899. We pull the history up and we go, they're not even going to take $1 million. So to me, stick to that bidding war, low price point, drive traffic in the lower ranges. It's not working for this one. So 8 days on them. I might as well go through the exercise. So we got 8 days. 54 days. So right away, they went up 100K. Nothing happened. Terminated listing. 874, 28 days. Then right now, 849, 16 days. So 106 days, a little over 3 months. Okay, we'll take a look at it. 61 by 120. I love the area. Let's just see what the house is about. Like, it's not that big of a house. It's small. Great area, close to the water. Like, I really like the area. I'm just not loving the house. Yeah, it's small. That area fetches some money. It does, but this house is really tiny. It wouldn't work for a family. Family of 4 would be too small. You can tell by the ceilings, those old ceiling heights and designs. This is a hard sell. Hard sell. give it 10 out of 10 for area, but that's it. Needs some work. Let's do one more and we'll call it a wrap up. Okay, let's go to Mapleton. Mapleton's a busy street, really busy street, feeds into a lot of other side streets in the neighborhoods over there. Close to a lot of schools, which is good, quick access to Highway 400. 64 days in the market. This is active right now. Let's just see if it tells us a story. So yeah, it tells us a story. So listed back in October for $880. Like, that is not an $880 price. Like, it's we've seen a few of these bungalows in the sold. It's an 8. That's what it is. So let me just get the calculator out. So we got 87 days in the market. So you can see the pricing is still wrong in some areas, is what we're seeing. They went to 849. We got 64 days in the market. It's 151 days in the market, folks. It's on 849. This thing needs to be listed at 799 probably. Let's take a look. And again, anybody with kids will not buy this because it is a busy street. And it needs, it's vacant. Floors seem to be okay, but it needs some updating in there. To me, I want to see that before I shoot my mouth off and see. To me, this is, I'm going to give a range 765 to 785 at best. It just it's a 2 and 2. Bathrooms are really dated. I don't love the floor plan. Kitchen in the basement, but does nothing. No one wants these type of properties anymore. Let's just see if this is legal. No, it isn't. So it's on a legal duplex. So you kind of see we're seeing some. So the objective was to see if how the price points are in the active, where they're selling for, how many days on market. I think we've accomplished that, and we can kind of see again the pricing is wrong in some properties in the community where days on market's proving it to us. And looking at this one as an example with the presentation where they started off at 880, 150 some days in the market. It tells a story. So you got to get the pricing correct. Use the active listings as a guide. These people here have done all the homework for you. You don't get it right the first time. They keep reducing, and you lose valuable time, and you lose potential buyers and interest. So again, any questions, please ask away. Enjoy the day.